Today I have a Planet Paws dog food recipe to share. This is a raw dog food, so check with your vet definitely before you decide to switch your pet to raw. If he's already eating raw, then you should be all set. The first ingredient I'm going to add is 14 ounces of ground beef. I need 2 teaspoons of hemp seed oil. You could also use 3 tablespoons of ground hemp seed. I have a half a teaspoon of cod liver oil. Again, if you wanted to use a substitution on that, you could use 2 ounces of sardines. They can be easier to find than the cod liver oil. Half a teaspoon of ground ginger. Half a teaspoon of kelp powder, 1 egg, and I'm actually going to use half of the eggshell as well. So I'm going to crush up half and drop it in there. And then I have 1 ounce of beef liver, 1 ounce of broccoli that I've diced, 1 ounce of red bell pepper that I've diced, and 1 ounce of diced spinach. And then what you're gonna do is just kind of work this together with your hands to mix everything together. Again, this is a raw recipe, so that's it. You just add all the ingredients together and then mix them up, kind of similar to like a meatloaf. This is what my Planet Paws raw dog food looks like when it's all thoroughly mixed, and you can keep this in an airtight container in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 days. If you'd like to make it in bulk, obviously this recipe makes quite a small portion, so if you just made this amount, like we have a chocolate lab, so she would eat this amount in a day if you want to make it daily. But if you want to save yourself a little bit of time and effort, you can make the recipe in bulk. And what I do, this is my Kosori vacuum sealer. I love this one. I've done a full product review on it, which you can see if you click the link below this video. So I use a vacuum sealer. You can store it in an airtight container, as I mentioned, in the refrigerator for 2 to 3 days, or you could store it in an airtight container in the freezer for 1 to 2 months probably. What I like to do is vacuum seal it. There are some great things about vacuum sealing. One, it keeps a lot longer. If you vacuum seal, you can keep it in the freezer for 5 to 6 months. So it basically triples your lifespan of the food in the freezer. And also you can pre-portion it. So if you've never seen a vacuum sealer, never used one, you get these little bags that come with it, or you can buy a roll and customize the size of your bags yourself. It's really easy to do. Say your dog eats about a cup of food per serving. So speaking of that, serving size is about 1/2 cup for every 25 pounds of body weight. So our chocolate lab Sadie weighs 75 pounds. She would eat 1.5 cups per serving, and that recommendation is for 2 servings a day. So she would eat 1.5 cups in the morning and 1.5 cups at night. I can put 1.5 cups of the food in this bag, vacuum seal it, and then keep it in the freezer long term. So then you can just pop them out, thaw them, and they're ready to go. So I love doing that. The Kosori vacuum sealer is my choice because it's really simple to use. You can put bags in here and cut them to length. Once you're ready, you just fill your bag with the correct portion, set it in here, close the lid, and then you'll hit, you can change the food option. This is one reason why I really like it for dog food. You can change the food option from dry to moist. Obviously, most homemade dog food you're gonna make is moist. And then you can also do normal or gentle. So if you have something that's gonna get squashed really easily when vacuum sealing, you can put it on gentle, but I usually just leave it on normal. And then you'll hit vac and seal, and it's gonna suck all the air out and seal it for you. And then you can just pop them in the freezer, like I said, for 5 to 6 months. So if you have any other questions about this recipe, if you want to know more about the Kosori vacuum sealer, you can check out that link below our video. And if you have any other questions, feel free to email me. Thanks for watching this video recipe.